Already.
We're missing one person. I just told him to come up.
What happened? I thought there was. Oh no, never mind. I'm bugging. I'm bugging.
Is this for FTU or RP?
It's for both.
Okay, got you. Because I saw Twisted's message and then I saw yours.
Yeah, it's for both. It's like a combined thing now because we're OIC for both. We're trying to find an OIC and an MG. Well, an MG is availability for FTU unit right now because
I
it's
still
open.
one. They got
Same
room
with
for one more in
OIC.
PDG if someone wants to go on patrol.
Wow. I can't even get a scarf.
Give me a minute.
Why can't you get a scarf?
I don't know.
Did you put in your rank up request for that?
I did. It hasn't been that long. I put it up yesterday, so it's been like a day.
So hold on. I think there's like a specific form for kernels. I think it's like I don't know. I think it's MGs, LTGs, and higher. I gotta double check that.
Oh, since I was vested, I thought I was supposed to put it on the other one.
I'm not positive. Don't quote me on that. I gotta double check that for you. But I mean, you just threw it in there, so they'll see it.
All right.
Cause they used to have on the old server this whole thing for like kernels, like you had to take a test and all this other shit. Like I had to go through fucking retrainings to keep my suit. I've had to go through multiple 3 month retrainings. I've had to go through multiple schooling like in here, like in game, like on the old server. I had to do schooling to get my MG suit in the first place.
Yeah, I think Yaz is trying to bring something back like that, where you have to train again for a scarfed officer.
So when it came to that, because I asked her about that, Drake. When it comes to that, it's not a training. It's pretty much like what MGs have to go through recertification. As far as the scarf, we'll have to go through. She's trying to do recertification.
Oh, I don't know what a GM goes through for certification.
Are we
No.
ready to start this though?
Yep.
All right, Officer Twisted. I'll say my piece after.
I'm gonna be in Mariah's room watching a movie.
No, you're not leaving me.
Let me turn my radio off because I can't hear.
No.
You called me, Thor.
Yeah, you're going You're going first. I'll go after you.
All right. So as y'all already know, we've lost our chief. And we lost Reaper, who was the MG of the FTU unit. And we have pretty much because me and Thor is overseeing everything for right now. Um, Pretty much combined everything together to make it a little bit easier, which are already combined pretty much. Because they go from us to the FTU unit automatically. So those that chose to help with FTOs, make sure you're doing it properly. If not, and you have questions, that's what your chat is for in Discord for RP Academy. Ask questions. Thor sent out the information for you to send it, but it should be automatically pretty simple for you. Like it's completing RP 1 and 2 in the beginning, and then you're going out on your field training, asking them what their green zone is and what the chain of command is. And I think that's pretty much it as far as that. But it's pretty simple. Make sure you follow the standards of what it's supposed to be, so no mishaps happen or anything else. When you have successfully completed an FTO and you say they pass, send it to me on Discord so I know so I can mark them off the list. Um, we are
Yeah.
pretty much got a full team with the exception of Chops being
It's
not
already
here. He's at work.
267. It's almost $300
We have
a
quite a
piece.
few of us. There's 6 of y'all and 2 of
Or
leaderships.
4.
Me and Thor. So that's 8 of us. So I mean, now let's just continue to keep make do with what we can in this current situation, and let's get these unbadged and badged or these badged officers to a vest. That way, we can remove
Yeah,
and
but the
weed
car's all
out the
fixed.
ones that don't want to be here. Um, and let's just continue to keep doing a good
Yeah,
job.
and
That's
I
all I
will
have.
help.
No, my credit cards that don't go like I gotta keep all my P's and Q's my credit cards. You think if I could drop those I would? I mean I still haven't paid for the
It's on
TC.
you,
I'm
Thor.
waiting for them to send me something in the mail talking about we gonna have you at a civil court, but you ain't
And I'm
pay
gonna have to
nothing.
start saving for winter tires.
We don't have to buy them one by one. Cause $1,000? Yeah, okay. $250 a piece.
Or we just go to Firestone and get all weather tires.
Thor.
Or we can actually go to a junkyard and see how much they would cost for a car, and then yeah.
On you.
I'm gonna be in here. Do you want
Alright, just give me
anything?
1 second.
Do you want anything before I go in there?
No, I'm set.
Let me turn this up because I know this item is low.
Alright, so guys, great job on the FTOs. And great job on RP Academy and coming through with RP Academy. I was surprised to actually see 7 FTOs or even more coming this way. I am very proud of this unit. I am absolutely fucking proud of this unit. I'm trying to make RP Academy known as an actual fucking unit. Not at, excuse my language, but like they see us as a fucking joke, like a joke of the fucking department. They said, and I don't mean to say that out of like reference, like they take us serious, but they don't take us serious at the same time. If you get what I'm saying, they pretty much look at us as like, oh, you're only here for hiring events. That's your unit, and it's like, no, we're a fucking strong family unit. You know what I'm saying? And I want to keep that strong. I want to keep that strength. We have strong leaders in here, and all of you will eventually become an MG. I have no questions about it. You know, when it comes to FTOs, right? When it comes to FTOs, we got to make sure that we're asking them the green zones. We're asking them to make sure that we're asking unbadged and badged rules, making sure that they know unbadged and badged rules. If they miss like one thing, I'm not too concerned about it. But if they're missing more than fucking one thing, then yeah, they have to retake it. Don't let them get discouraged. Remember, like I said to them, Moolah today, Shanti was there. I know South was there. They are a vest is earned, not given. Just like a suit is earned, not given. I can easily drop out of this suit as much as you guys can drop out of the vest. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure that we're on our P's and Q's. We want to make sure that we're passing people, not because we feel bad about the situation, but they know the knowledge that they need to know, because that's how we have confident officers. We're the first line of defense for now, not only just unbadged and badged officers knowing what they need to do, but also we're the first line of defense of the vested officers, because as soon as we pass them and they're like, okay, well, they didn't do this, they didn't do that in their body cam, you know, it falls on us. It falls on everybody that's in this unit. We're one team, so if one of us makes a mistake, We all make a mistake. I don't believe in that bullshit where it's like we're individually reprimanded. No, bro, we're all accountable for the same mistakes. I believe in teamwork. There's no I in team, so we got to make sure that we're staying on the ball game. Another thing is that we got to make sure that when we're asking them not only the unbadged and badged rules, but we got to make sure that we're asking them if they know ranks and commands. If they like I said, not everybody. Just make sure that they know from unbadged to badge, badge to vested, vested to scarf, and then scarf to suited. They don't have to know like what comes after suited because not a lot of people knows what even comes after their rank. So just make sure that they know that and then they have the hierarchy for the chain of command. Also, as the FTU unit, it's not just doing FTOs. It's making sure the unbadged and badged officers are going out with vested officers. And if they're not, and you have a problem with somebody, and they're like, "Oh, well, you're the same fucking rank as me," then they can come up to me and I can tell them specifically, "You're gonna listen to this officer. The officer's doing the right thing, following SOP." I'm not gonna play that game. I don't play that no baby bullshit game. We're all grown ass adults here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I don't like to swear. I swear all the time. I'm trying to keep it professional, but I do construction IRL, so my mouth is like a sailor. So, but I don't play that baby bullshit. When it comes down to ball game, there's a time for play and there's a time for work. When shit is going on in the hiring event, there's times to have fun, but once the people are coming in, we gotta hold our mics. We got to, because the quicker we get macros done, the quicker we're all released from this and we can do whatever we want. You know what I'm saying? And it only takes like an hour or two, depending on how many people we have and stuff like that. We should be finishing stuff, but like I said, as one of us fails, we're only part of, we're only as strong as our weakest link. So we got to make sure that we're all on the same page. You know, we're all family here. RP Academy, I've never believed that RP Academy is not, one of you is not family. I'll always have everybody's in this room's back 110%. And don't think I won't, because I've gone to bat for some people against admin. I don't really fucking care. Some people, they sit there and they cry about admin, and they're gonna get banned. Well, ban me, then I'll fucking go ahead and fucking send an email in to the developers that they're fucking sticking their nose somewhere where they're not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So like, I have no problem with going back to anybody, as long as you're doing the proper SOPs and rules and regulations and you're following everything. So, along the lines of that, we got to make sure that we're making sure that badge they're doing going up, because part of the FTO unit is the field training unit. So we're making sure that everything's going out there that's supposed to be, including unbadged and badged officers. And we're also doing the FTO's tests. So the floor is open to anybody. Anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns?
I just want to say something.
Go
I
ahead.
just want to say to everybody, I'm new to the team and I do like being here. I do appreciate everybody's help. Just ask you guys, just bear with me. So far, I haven't seen no frustration with nobody, so I'm not saying that like I experienced it, but just bear with me with learning the RP before I get to the FTO trainings. I know I haven't did enough FTO right now because I'm trying to focus more on the RP1 and RP2 training to get that mastered, and then after that, I could master the FTO. So I do appreciate everybody, like Thor said, for getting those FTOs done. I can't take the accountability for that, but I do appreciate the team for doing that. And you guys back me up on that, so I do appreciate that. But I do ask, bear with me for right now.
Me personally, because I was down there when you did it. I would say you did a really good job. Honestly, you did a hell of a good job. Just be more confident when you actually, training. Don't doubt yourself. Like, should I say this next? Should I say this next? No, just go out there. Do you own it? Don't double guess yourself, and just fucking rock with it. And then, of course, when I first did it, I fucking did ass too. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. If I fucking twisted, pull me to the side and say, hey, you need to work on this, and just fucking learn from your mistakes, learn what you didn't do correctly the first time, and just next time you go do it, just fucking, hey, this is what I didn't do last time. I'm gonna remember that, and then once you get to the part, be like, oh shit, I got this. Then after you do your second time, guess what? You're not gonna forget nothing, and then there you go, you own it. Now that's you. They can go down there, but shit, I'll fucking train you my damn self. Let's go.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that, and I'm very receptive. So whatever you guys, I don't think I know everything, so I'm very receptive. So let me know if I mess up. I'm more than welcome to change that. I'm very hands on.
So when it comes to having those
Appreciate it.
types of conversations, that's a one-on-one conversation. When it comes to that, we're not doing that in here. I am going to talk to you separately, as you already know that. But Alex, I went to him, me and Thor, both as a team, went to him, pulled him aside, and told him what he needed to correct, and he was gone from there. So it's only certain things that we look for. I mean, I look for because I'm there more hands on than Thor is, unless I really need him. Um, but as long as you're following the way you're supposed to be done, and if there's any corrective criticism that I can give to you that'll help you where I see where you may need work at, because I even struggle from time to time, and I did this for a while by myself with Reaper before I had anybody else in here, just as well as Thor did it by himself. But I came from another faction with that instilled in me how to do the training, so it's kind of like already um, it's something I've done. So it's not like I don't know what I'm doing. Now this is the first time that I've had the time or the initiative to actually have the authority to run a department with my MG or the DCP or whatever it may have been. But it's still the same thing, I was in there a rank 5 carrying that training, and I'm doing it over here. Um, so when it comes, like I said, when it comes to that, those are separate conversations we're gonna have, because I've done that, and that was one of my things. I would say that in front of everybody, and I got talked to about that as well. So when it even comes to me as the leader with Thor as your OIC, if I make mistakes, he brings it up to me as well. So don't think that it's because you're doing something wrong. It's not. It's actually to make you better at what you're doing.
And plus, guys, this is the quickest way to move you up. You're already getting noticed by doing the FTOs. As you can see, people are responding to your messages, so they're seeing that. They're seeing that you're competent in what you do, and the quicker that we can get PD back on its foot and proper SOPs and the respect earned here, and training the unbadged and badged officers and the vested officers the way PD's supposed to be, the quicker that we get noticed and we move up. I have people going to bat for me to move out of the MG spot right now. So let's, like I said, bro, like it's all, and guys and girls, I shouldn't say bro, but that's just a habit. Yeah, but that's basically what's going on is in, not only that, but when you're doing RP Academy, a lot of the LTGs and stuff like that, they'll stand around or they'll notice that shit's getting done, and that's what needs to happen. We got to work on our times and making sure that it's not lasting 4.5 hours, even with 6 people and 4 people. It should be only taking like an hour and a half tops. I understand that you guys are learning. Make sure that questions are held. So like, if people are bothering you in the class or questions, so like basically what happens is, if I'm doing an RP1 scene, right, I'm gonna let the class know, hold questions. I'm going to show you how it's gonna do it. Once the scene is over, do you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns before you get started with your RP1? No. All right, cool. Then the next part is doing the RP2. You'll run through the RP2 scenario. Any questions, comments, or concerns? No. Alright, good. Then you can get started. Another thing is if you have people fucking with the RP Academy, let me know, or let Officer Twisted know. I will fucking take them and I will shove this baton up their big rear end. They're not going to get away with it. Either they're going to get repped out, or they're going to get a reprimand, or they're going to get a warning. I'm not playing that game. If somebody's bothering you and you can't control the situation and you need myself, but you guys have the authority as an RP instructor when you're doing that, you have the right to sit there and say, my MG, it doesn't even have to be my MG. You could just sit there and say, you need to leave, otherwise you're getting arrested or a warning. Or you're getting a reprimand, or so on and so forth. You're getting a warning. And if they have a problem with it, they can take it up to me. Or if they have a problem with it, they can take it up to Officer Twisted. But this is stuff that you guys are doing, and it's earning you a lot of credit. The fact that you guys did 7 out of 7 FTOs yesterday, my eyes widened while I was sitting here at my house. Okay? My eyes widened. I was like, holy fuck, they did all this? I was like, damn. I got a good ass team. So let's keep on the fucking ball game. Let's not take our foot off the gas. You guys are doing excellent work, and let's keep on growing this family and keep on proving people. Have you noticed that people want to come around and they want to start becoming RP Academy instructors? Is because you guys are the top-notch people. People are noticing you. People want to be around you now because they notice how well you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep the ball game going.
And on another note, when you have an issue, Cruz will be back. He's on Discord looking at the stuff in there. If you have an issue with anybody, just message Thor like I do. He knows who's a part of his RP Academy, although because I haven't gotten to doing the new list, updated list, because everything that was going on yesterday was kind of hectic for both of us. There's still a few things I gotta do. However, if you're having issues, just message him, message me. Don't interrupt the instructors that's at the time. Thor is and Reaper was also the same way when he was here. I'm gonna speak of him because when it came to, if I had a problem when I messaged them, they was down there in seconds if they wasn't doing nothing. And I would let them know what the cadet's name is, if it's a cadet or if it's a trainee or even if it's an officer, and they'll come and take them right away. However, Reaper was more volatile than Thor can be or has been. But Thor is not like yesterday when I messaged him, for example. I was the highest rank on, and I had an issue with a trainee who was doing some off the wall stuff. At the time, I was the highest rank on, and I messaged him and let him know, and he popped right on. Like, that's all you got to do. Like, I'm telling you, I kid you not. When it comes to me as the OIC, Thor does not play. If you overstep your boundaries, he's going to tell you about yourself, and he's going to tell you at the end of the day, I have the last word. I don't necessarily have to get no final approval from him, because whatever I pretty much say, he's going to go with. You got something to say, Thor?
It's not even that. You guys need me. Just hit me up on Discord if I'm not online. I will come online and I will personally fuck with their lives. No, I'm kidding. But I'll personally handle the situation. And if I have to come online while I'm doing IRL stuff, I'm not going to be a happy camper. So if somebody is messaging me on Discord about it, whether it's Alex, Santi, Blair, anybody in this room, message me, tells me I need to come online, I am not going to be a happy camper. So they're probably going to get some mouthful of fed words, because I don't do the disrespect. I believe that people shouldn't even get a warning for the disrespect. It should be an automatic reprimand. But people like to play the nice petty la goo goo game with everybody. I personally don't care. If I was in higher rank, you disrespect, and somebody walked up to me and said you disrespect me, I had the BC of it. All right, cool, reprimand. That's your learning curve. Okay, we're family here, so I will protect my family 110%, and that includes everybody in this room.
And if you are not, and this is something I want to make clear, each and every one of you are inside the RP Academy chat. If you're not aware of how it should be instructed, it's in there. Look at your receptive RP Academy chat. There's 1 and 2. Whichever one you're in, look at it. It's pinned. I pinned it. I'll pin it again so you can see it. If I need to send it to you, I'll send it to you. That's what I was just doing for Cruise. So if you need it, let me know, because that needs to be followed. That is the current SOP for RP Academy. And if anything is not followed that way, not only will it come down on me, it'll also come down on Thor. However, when these people are making their irrational decisions, yes, I can send it to you, but when they're making their irrational decisions to just go off and do what they want, when they know the proper training, and they've had that proper training, that's the choice that they make, and that's the choice that the life that they have to live with the consequences. I mean, like, I'm gonna be dead honest, and I know I've said this, and I know Drake probably like, what the hell is she talking about now? She's saying it again, because he's probably done heard me say it 100 times, because he's been here with me since I became OIC. I was dismissed the first time around. I was a rank 7 for doing something that I did not know I could not do because I'd had improper training by somebody. That was not told to me, that I cannot handcuff somebody outside of here if I'm not arresting them. However, I did come back the second time, and look where I'm at now. And in the process of that, I had 2 reprimands. One for some stupidity stuff, and the last one, yes, I take full credibility for what I did because somebody was yelling at me. And it is quite possible that if Thor becomes the LTG, I just might end up, because I am being recognized daily by the higher ups, I just might end up becoming the MG of here. So it speaks volumes in your credibility and in the work that you're doing when you're posting it. Take the initiative to post the stuff, the screenshots of who's past RP Academy. Put it inside there. They're going to acknowledge you. Brit acknowledges me all the time.
Yeah, it doesn't just have to be us that post stuff in the RP Academy. If you guys want to post the RP Academy because you did it, or you did it that night, you guys can post it. It doesn't have to be us. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't have to be me. It doesn't have to be her. It could be you. You guys can take the initiative and post that RP1 and RP2 complete with all the info that's needed for the forums. Same with the FTOs. Just make sure that you're putting the proper things in there. So like if I'm around, right? Or Twisted's around, you would just put like supervisor, Officer Twisted, and Thor Ragnar, or what, so on and so forth. And then you would just put the instructor's name, but it would be posted by you. So they'll see who's posting it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, oh, wow, he's taking initiative. She's taking initiative. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we're one big family here. I got your backs 110%. A little story about myself before, I don't like to do long meetings. But Thursdays after RP Academy is a mandatory meeting. If you cannot make it, just communicate with us. As long as you're communicating with us, that's all I care about. Okay? If it's not communicated, then there's going to be an issue. But along the lines, and we'll pass down the information. There will be a meeting debrief that I will post in the Major Generals chat, and there will be a meeting debriefing that either me or Twisted, or if somebody wants to step up to the plate, they can even do it. I have no problem with that. Trying to prove yourselves, moving up to the next steps and stuff like that. I have no problem with backing down. I'm overseer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not supposed to even be around for RP Academy. I'm supposed to pop my head in every once in blue moon. How's everything going? So on and so forth. Same thing with FTU or FTOs. That's exactly what I'm supposed to do, is just pop my head in, make sure everything's all going so well, so on and so forth. You guys are supposed to take the initiative. And if you guys are taking the initiatives, one of you guys can possibly be an OIC for the FTU, even the MG, if you're at that level. You know what I'm saying? Because they're looking for people right now. So just be wary. And if I move up, to the LTG position, and there's always room for growth. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure that you guys keep on your head down and don't let anybody bother you or anything said that's here. You know what I'm saying? So just take that initiative. Just make sure that we're doing the proper SOPs. And if people aren't following that proper SOPs, bug them. I had to talk to 2 MGs. I had to talk to one MG about his body cam footage not throwing up a taser macro. And I had to talk to another person, right? That is another MG that was dancing down on floor 0, to go tell him on patrol. You have that right to say if something's not going right or somebody's breaking policies or rules or regulations passed down by the DFGs or so on and so forth. You have the right to sit there and say that's not right and try to prove it right. You know what I'm saying? Take that initiative. Move up that step. You know what I'm saying? Another story about me is that I've dropped down. When I was first here on the old server, I was head of RP, right? They promoted me to MG of RP. I didn't do so well. I had a whole room full of LTGs and DFGs and CGs. This is when Bobby Bob was in office. I had nice guy there. I had Doran, which was Adrian. He was LTG at the time. I had all the people in the room, and they said, you're not worthy of the position. Maybe you need to try something else. So I just kept my nose on the grind. I dropped down for my position. I kept my nose on the grind. I had another opportunity where I built dispatch. Dispatch wouldn't be where it's at if it wasn't for me, okay, putting stuff in place. Darling Nikki does a good job. Now Miss Hustle, she does a good job, but I recommended her for the position because she was good. They asked me personally, is this person good? And I sat there and said yes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and there was multiple parties that could have taken over. I sat there and said no, I want her. And guess what happened? She became an MG of over dispatch. Originally, some Floki put it down. And then I had to drop down from my position, so they needed a new MG. And then they put me back into the position of MG because I had more time. And here I am today. You know what I'm saying? I had to do everything. RP wasn't a thing. So I had no OIC. I had nobody. It was just me and maybe another person. And that was it. Then I built this RP Academy up a little bit. Had a couple people that were interested, and the OICs that didn't do very fucking good. They were just nitty gritty people, and they weren't good for the position. I had to drop people out of the position, and I was getting sick and tired of it. I thought I was failing, but then I had an initiative, and then Officer Twisted took over, and she's been the best OIC that I've had so far. So you can see where I'm coming from, and I still do come on for every hiring event. I've been doing this 3 months, 7 days straight for actually now probably about 5 months straight with no help. I've been doing macros. I've been running around doing interviews. I've been doing RP Academy up until 10 o'clock before the times changed. You know what I'm saying? So you can only imagine what was brought upon me, the stress and the headaches that were brought upon me. I'm still dealing with all a bunch of crap. Now I'm running two units by myself, trying to find an MG. Well, we're trying to find an MG in spot. I'm trying to find a new OIC. Same with Officer Twisted. She's running 2 units. So these are your opportunities to prove yourself, guys. So let's take the initiative to prove ourselves. And I have no problem with you guys, stepping up and taking initiative. That's the whole point. So let's do it. Um, but like I said, the floor is open. I don't have. This is not like a non. You don't. You guys don't get to talk. So, if you guys have anything to say, say it. Say what's on your mind. I don't care. I'm not gonna get butthurt if you said Thor has slacky fucking jeans and a pointy ass nose and shit, and I dislike the way he fucking talks. Because you know what I'm saying. I take constructive criticism. I will work on the stuff that I need to do. We're a team here, so that means I'm at fault if people don't like what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So, any questions, comments, or concerns?
Yeah, I have a joke. I'm gonna go run in the corner if you say something negative about me. And I'm gonna pull my eyeballs out. It's like, no, y'all know I'm not gonna do that.
If nothing else is said, I don't want to hold you guys up because I know you guys probably have some IRL stuff or you just want to go out on patrol and I don't want to hold you up until you the next hiring event and then get you guys your mind discombobulated and shit. Just make sure that we keep on checking to make sure if you guys are online, just keep on checking that faction members list and make sure if people pop online that need their FTOs to call them over and do them. But you guys are good to go. Blurt, you have something to say?
Oh yeah, I was about to ask, is an RP Academy part of FTU? Because
Uh,
you said that RP Academy just isn't a department at the moment.
yeah, it's like a dual department right now because me and Twisted took over doing, like eventually FTU is going to be its own separate department. And RP is technically they're combined together either way, but FTU is technically its own separate department. I'm just taking over the two departments right now until they find an MG and they find an OIC, which Officer Twisted is going to help and train. So this is the time to prove yourself, guys, because those next steps they're looking out for people right now.
Gotcha.
And you guys don't have to salute me. I don't believe in that saluting shit. We're all one big ass family. If I could do one big ass group hug, we would be a group hug right now.
I'm not gonna be no sandwich.
Come on, Thor, get in the middle.
Nope.
Alright, so guys, we're going to initiate something that's brought into the faction meeting. We're going to go around in the circle before we leave. And we're going to say one good thing about everybody, to your left. So that way it's not just all negativity and just all talk. You know what I'm saying?
So, I don't like lying to people, so can I just go ahead and sit down for this activity?
No, you're gonna stay right there.
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth shall set you free.
Alright,
Amen,
so
sisters.
Santi, you want to start?
Who, me?
Yeah, the person to your left.
No, no. I think I'm not ready.
Alright, I started off. I'm gonna say for Santi, for the most part, you're very sarcastic and funny. You got a switch that I sometimes be cracking me up. So I appreciate that because sometimes I'll be needing to laugh. So I do enjoy that in the department.
All right, Santi. How about Drags?
All right, Drake. I want to say that you were the first man that you took me on patrol. You're hella funny with the Mexican sound, with your Mexican, and I appreciate it, man.
I thought you were gonna say it was a good shot. Okay. Alex. No, he cracks me up, man. He's too much sometimes.
Somebody's laughing hardcore in that background.
Hmm. I'll take it. I'll take it. With me, I like how Blurt is a very team player. When something needs to get done, he gets done. And then I guess if you lost, he like bring you along his side and take you out patrols or whatever needs to get done, and then he'll help you through it. Swag.
All right, Blurt.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that. For you, Thor, I would say you're a great leader. Keep up that good work. Soon one day you maybe be one a great chief, a guide the department down.
I don't know about the chief part. I'm still thinking about that. Um, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Officer Twisted, you've been a great OIC. I've got to say that having you under my command and having you as an OIC has been one of the best things that has possibly happened to me in game when it comes to OICs in a very, 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 very long time. You know, and I appreciate all the hard work that you put in each and individual day. Don't think that it's not being noticed and that I'm not looking at your hard work. You know, I appreciate everything and the communication that you give me, and I appreciate everything you do for this department.
Oh, thank you. All right, crew. Um, you're a funny individual. Um, you seem like you're very caring when it comes to your team. Um, you're very helpful, and you're always willing to learn, and that's an absolute plus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Willing to learn. That's a big one for everybody here. It doesn't
Definitely.
matter what rank you are. You're always learning something new.
Yep, absolutely. That goes for everybody.
I learned something the other day that I didn't even know, and I got in deep shit for it because I was supposed to know that already, but I guess I didn't, so it's all
And
good.
what was that?
So, military personnel was on online, right? The military personnel. Um, I've only dealt with medics, so I didn't know how to go about that scenario, who I needed to send it up. I don't have any of the leaderships on Discord, so I can't send my BC to the leadership on Discord for them. So I didn't know how to go about that, so I asked, CG Nice Guy, and I asked Britt, and CG Nice Guy is like, oh, well, he's supposed to already know that. And I'm like, yeah, but I've only dealt with medics. So I needed to know that it was the same operating procedure as medics. So that's what happened. And it is the same standard operating procedure as medics. But I should have known that, you know what I'm saying? So, see, you guys are not the only one that, gets talked to about things.
Excuse me. At the end of the day, all of us are work in progress. We're all learning something new. Like I learned something new. I think it was yesterday when I took an issue to Thor because nothing was done before Chief and Reaper retired. Well, they basically died away from the faction. Shoot. Um. So when it comes to, and I'm the only scarfed officer here, we was told that we were supposed to ask for body cams, but now I'm learning that apparently we're not allowed to do it when we was told by chief to do it.
Yeah, because they have new rules and regulations because the DFGs are working as the chief right now. So they're working as the chief and the DFGs. So that's why we also need to be on top of our ball games, help them out, help up the higher management because they're getting stressed out.
Yeah, and it's kind of ironic. Lord help me. It's kind of ironic that you know I'm not saying when I'm saying to be spiteful or anything, but there was an issue between me and um, a certain higher up, and it's kind of ironic now that that one's actually being nice to me for some reason. So I mean, your work pays off with your effort, and it goes recognized. And I mean, that person even knows what I'm capable of. However, my mouth becomes very dispositional when I'm disrespected.
All right. Well, we're going to end this and we can have a conversation if we want to about how you were disrespected. No, I'm fucking with you, but we're gonna we're gonna end this. But if you guys wanna, we could talk, so on and so forth. But just make sure that we're watching that faction. Like I would check it right now. Make sure that nobody's online that needs to do their FTOs.